for the fans. The glory for the pinstripes.
Look, I gotta be straight up with y'all about what's going down with the Tatsuya Imi situation in the Yankees, and I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. The news ain't exactly what we've been hoping to hear at this crucial point in the offseason. Jack Curry, our trusted insider from Yes Network, dropped a bomb during the New York Yankees hot stove show that's got a lot of folks worried here in the Bronx. After talking with Scott Barras, Imai's agent, Curry made it crystal clear that the Yankees' chances of landing the Japanese ace seemed to be fading fast. When Curry specifically asked about Imai, Barras straight up didn't answer the question clearly. And look, in the MLB negotiation world, silence usually ain't a good sign. Curry was categorical when he said he's not sure there's going to be any real connection between the Yankees and Imai this offseason. This pessimistic update comes at a particularly tough time for our organization. While teams like the Mets, Dodgers, Blue Jays, and even the Orioles are making aggressive moves in the market, the Yankees have been surprisingly quiet. Part of this patience has to do with two specific situations: the Cody Bellinger negotiation and precisely the pursuit of Tatsuya Imi. But now it looks like at least one of these situations might not work out the way we expected. What makes this even more frustrating is the caliber of player we're talking about. Imai ain't just another pitcher coming from Japan. We're talking about a 27-year-old righty who just completely dominated NPB with an absurd 1.92 ERA with the Cebu Lions. In 24 starts, the guy struck out 178 batters in 163 and 2/3 innings pitched. These numbers ain't just good, they're exceptional in any league. Here's what really worries me. Other teams seem way more engaged in this chase. The Mets, Phillies, and Cubs are viewed as serious potential suitors for Imai, and according to these latest reports, they might have an advantage over us in the negotiations. Think about it. The Mets just lost Juan Soto to us, and they're desperate to make some kind of statement. The Phillies always spend when they see an opportunity, and the Cubs have recent history of success with Japanese pitchers, including Shota Imanaga. Meanwhile, what are we doing? Apparently, we haven't even scheduled a meeting with the guy. Aaron Boone confirmed on Friday that the Yankees haven't met with Imai and don't have anything scheduled at the moment. He literally said he doesn't know if there's going to be a meeting. What do you mean you don't know? We're talking about one of the best pitchers available on the market, and our need for pitching is obvious to anyone who's been paying attention to last season. Imai's window is closing fast. He's got until January 2nd to sign with an MLB team since his posting period is ending. That means we're talking about less than 2 weeks to make this happen. And look, I ain't saying it's impossible. The Yankees got resources, got market appeal, got history with Japanese players. Masahiro Tanaka was a huge success here, but we got to be realistic about where we stand at this specific moment. Let's talk about the bigger context here, because this ain't happening in a vacuum. Our rotation is in a complicated situation. Garrett Cole probably won't be ready for opening day while recovering from Tommy John surgery. Carlos Rodon had elbow surgery in October and ain't expected to be ready until late April or May. Clark Schmidt had Tommy John in July and might miss the entire 2026 season. That leaves Max Fried as our only guaranteed healthy starter when spring training begins. Will Warren and Cam Schlittler are going to fill spots, but there's questions about both when we're talking about reliability during a full 162-game season. Imai would solve a lot of these problems immediately. What makes this situation even more frustrating is that we lost Michael King to the Padres. King, who was ours for years before being traded, just signed a 3-year, $75 million deal with San Diego, with opt-outs after each of the first 2 seasons. The Yankees didn't even make an offer. Let me repeat that. didn't even make an offer for a guy they know perfectly, who was in our system, who's had success as a starter over the last 2 years. And now it looks like Imai might slip through our fingers too. Here's what we gotta understand about Scott Boras. The guy's known for extracting every last penny from the market for his clients. Estimates suggest Imai's gonna fetch at least $150 million in free agency, plus the posting fee that goes to the Lions. We're talking about a potential total investment in the range of $180 million to $200 million over 7 or 8 years. Is that a lot of money? Yeah. But that's what it costs to compete at the elite level nowadays. The Dodgers paid $325 million for Yoshinobu Yamamoto. We offered $300 million and lost. Are we going to make the same mistake again? Curry's report and the Yankees' lack of clear engagement with Boras don't completely rule out the possibility of a deal happening, but let's be honest, it ain't looking promising. And this raises broader questions about our strategy this offseason. Brian Cashman said he's talking to multiple agents and that Boras is obviously among them because he represents a long list of talented players, but talking ain't the same as acting. Cashman called Imai a very talented player coming from Japan, acknowledged we've taken big swings trying to add talented players, whether locally or from overseas, especially from Japan. But here's the truth. We tried to get Shohei Ohtani and lost. We tried to get Yoshinobu Yamamoto and lost. We tried to get Roki Sasaki and lost. The last free agent star we signed from Japan was Masahiro Tanaka in 2014. That was over 10 years ago. Imai recently said he'd rather face the Dodgers than join them, commenting that they don't need him. That should work in our favor, but only if we actually engage for real. The question now is, are we going to make this happen, or are we going to watch another Japanese talent sign with another organization while we stay on the sidelines? The clock's ticking, people. January 2nd is coming fast. So what do you all think about this whole situation? Are the Yankees playing chess while everyone thinks they're standing still, or are we really missing another big opportunity? Drop your opinion in the comments. And if you want to stay on top of every move, every rumor, every update about the Yankees in this crazy offseason, subscribe to the channel and hit that bell. We're going to be here every day bringing you the hottest information straight from the Bronx. Let's go, Yankees.